Welcome back to the Swinging Blindly podcast, where we are talking all things Major League Baseball with 3 weeks of the season left. Whoa, it's flying by. Blaze Bryant here in upstate New York. Down in Connecticut is my guy with the color cast, and he's kicking ass, and he might not win a triple crown, but he knows how to wipe away any frown, and that is this guy, PJ Geary. Hey, my guy.
Hey, man. How is it going? Yes, we are talking the old ball game here on the Swinging Blindly podcast, as always. And you know what, Blaze? I think we both may have. We've talked about it briefly, but I think we both may have a triple crown in our sights, and that's pretty exciting this late into the baseball season.
This is very true. Outside shots.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, outside shots for both of us. But you know what else are outside shots too? Half-court buzzer beaters during March Madness.
There you go.
Facebook.com, I guess the point being that, hey, anything can happen. Facebook.com/Swinging Blindly podcast. On Twitter @Swinging Blindly. Streaming live on the Colorcast Apple app. And I promise you, the last episode and this episode, they will be up tomorrow. I had some internet problems, and then, life just happened, and I frankly forgot to post our last pod, so that's on me. I do apologize profusely, my guy.
Hey, they'll get a twofer. It's all good. Just listen to them back to back. The last one on this new one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Ernie Banks, the late great Chicago Cub, would say about doubleheaders, let's play two. Well, you get to listen to two. So that's how this all works here on Swinging Blindly, my guy.
Also, one of the only guys to win back-to-back MVPs, Ernie Banks. So.
Really?
Yeah, just a fun fact for the peeps. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, good segue into the MVP.
Absolutely.
As for both of us, and hey, let's just stretch the leash out here a little bit more. We talked about Triple Crown and outside shots, you with Goldschmidt, me with Aaron Judge. Those two guys, hey, let's face it, they are the most valuable players in the AL and NL, respectively. Can we at least...
Absolutely. I don't think there's any argument to be made. I will welcome any argument for either one because it would make for a good podcast, but unless something drastic happens, I don't see those two guys not walking away with it. My plus 8,000 bet on Goldschmidt should cash, and I don't want to say more about that because I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, I mean that's wrapped up. But the other awards, Blaze, most notably the Cy Young, I think is might be a little bit more wrapped up in the AL, but I think in general is a little bit tighter than people are giving it. I mean, AL is pretty tight, and I mean, honestly, both leagues. I mean, in the AL, it's Verlander, both two Houston guys, so you think they're going to take votes from each other, and Verlander and Valdez, and then you also have Cease, Manoah making a case, Emmanuel Clase also making a case. Shout out, and then and who knows what could happen in the last couple of weeks, and then on the NL side, Tony Gonsolin and Kyle Wright. I mean, they're neck and neck, and there's three Dodgers who could potentially finish in the top 4 or 5 plays, which is absolutely incredible, with Julio Urias and Tyler Anderson. My guy Ryan Helsley, this is all from the ESPN Cy Young predictor. My guy Ryan Helsley is currently predicted to finish higher than Sir Edwin Diaz. So stick it to you, Met fans. Just a little dig on the Met fans real quick. But yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, one guy left off of there is Sandy Alcantara. As I look at it now, is he's been struggling as of lately. Leads a lot of the categories, but not wins, not ERA. Strikes out a lot of guys. He leads that category, and he also has the more innings pitched. But in general, I think being a Miami Marlin has hindered his performances as of late. But I just spewed a bunch of facts for you. What are your thoughts on the Cy Young race as as we hit the last 3 weeks.
Well, I'm tending to agree with you about Contra because you said it. He's a Marlin, and he's been struggling. Well, frankly, so has that whole team. And unfortunately, the Marlins go as Alcantara goes, at least when they're going bad. When they're going well, hey, Alcantara's captain of the ship, and the others are just, they're there. I think Verlander will probably get it in the American League, just because, hey, he's got the name recognition, and writers like that. In the National League, I think Gonsolin probably gets it for the Dodgers because he's been the most consistent all year, although you certainly could make the case. I mean, hey, you can make the case for Valdez in Houston as well, and Anderson for the Dodgers. But to me, and it's all so close, and stats only tell you so much. I really do feel that way. That Gonsolin in the NL, Verlander in the AL. That's where I stand with it. And while we're on the subject of awards, PJ, you said something very interesting before we came on, and that is you would have two separate awards, one for best player and the other for MVP.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that's something that could happen. They do it in the NFL. I mean, they do MVP, and then they have separate offensive and defensive players of the year. I mean, it's up for debate. I don't think it'll happen, but I think there are more years than not. I'm not saying this is the case for this year, but I think more often than not, that's what happens. I mean, I think MVP a lot of the time, myself included, gets stuck up in did the team make the playoffs type deal? But I think valuable can be spun in different ways where your team might not make the playoffs or be very good, but you might be the most valuable part of that team, whereas the best player may not be the most valuable, if that makes any sense. But most of the time, good majority of the time, it is the case. The best player is also the MVP, but sometimes it gets cloudy. I do, before we move on from the Cy Young, Blaze, just to give our listeners and you some reference for the stats. Verlander, 152 innings, 154 Ks, 16-3 with a 1.84 ERA. Valdez, on the other hand, 179 innings pitched and 2/3, 169 Ks, 15-5 with a 2.5 ERA, and then and the NL for the top two, according to Cy Young predictors, Gonsolin, 128 innings, 116 Ks, 16-1, 2.1 ERA, and then Kyle Wright, 164 innings pitched, 158 Ks, 18-5, 3.18 ERA. So
yeah, I mean, hey, Verlander to me, I mean, it's well over a half a run difference, and same with Gonsolin versus Kyle Wright. I mean, hey, that's a significant difference that you read off, and
absolutely.
I did not have this potted up before, so in terms of the Cy Young race, races, my guy, that is
who's on first.
There you go. Absolutely. And we'll move right along to the other pressing matter for September 14th in Major League Baseball, which
What's on second?
Don't forget, the season goes into October. So about 3 more weeks, a little bit over, I believe, days wise.
3 weeks
like
exactly.
Right around, oh, there you go. Like right around 20 games or so left, I believe. And we have the division races, my friend. I have the standings pulled up right in front of me, and I will go through just the relevant teams, and at least by my estimation. Starting in AL East, we have the Yankees, who, thanks to a recent hot streak, 7-3 in their last 10, after I know you had Yankee fans on the ropes. They have a 6-game lead over the Blue Jays, 6.5 over the Rays. I know it's not divisionally, but I just want to shout out the Orioles for being 74-67 at September 14th. In the AL Central, it is a tight 3-team race between the Guardians, who have a 4-game lead over the White Sox, and a 5.5 over the Twins. And in the West, it's all but over. Mariners certainly fighting for a wild card spot, but 13-game lead for the Astros. There, moving on over to the NL, the Mets hold that slim half-game lead over the Braves. Phillies charging for a playoff spot, 9 games back in the division. And I mean, what a story there with how, I mean, they both win at the same time. Every time the Mets win, the Braves win. It's just ridiculous.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, hey, the Braves have been able to gain some ground because the Mets, in an 11-game stretch here with the Nationals, the Marlins, and the Cubs, they've gone 5-6 to this point. And actually, as I am speaking these words into existence, they've got a sweep to avoid at the hands of the Chicago Cubs. At Citi Field, nonetheless.
That would be a heartbreaker, as the Cubs stink, rightfully. Where they are, I'm going to go off for a second. The Cubs are where they belong, and that is as an awful franchise. Come at me, Cubs fans. I want all that smoke. Speaking of the NL Central, Cardinals have a nice 7-game lead over the Brewers, who they are about to play again in the second game of a series tonight. And then in the West, I mean, Padres are fighting for a playoff spot, but the 98 win already clinched the division. Dodgers, that's all you need to know about that. So, Blaze, where should we start? I think I guess in the AL-wise, if you want to quickly talk Yankees if you want. Other than that, I think the main race is that Central.
Indeed. Sorry, I was queuing up audio here. So we have so in terms of the Yankees in the state of the AL East, my guy, hey, we lost the first game to Tampa Bay out of 3, and then we just came back and mashed them Saturday, Sunday. And Aaron Judge, he just simply kept on keeping on at Fenway Park Tuesday night.
And drilled to deep right field. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Into the Boston bullpen. A Judgian blast. Aaron Judge drills into the right center field bullpen. As he rounds third, all rise. Here comes the Judge. Aaron Judge has hit his 56th home run, driven in his 122nd run, and the ball game is tied at 3.
I'm sorry. It helps if your mic is on. Little button problems here. Not with my belly button, just the other buttons in my life. Oh, my God. What the hell's wrong with me? The great John Sterling on the call.
Wait, do you need me to mute? Is that what you said? Or?
No. That was completely my issue.
Oh.
I didn't have the computer faded up originally. And then I thought the mic was off. It wasn't. And then I started talking, and it was off.
It's all right. We're in the dog days. We're in the dog days. We're in our final stretch as well here at Swing Weather Podcast. So,
well, and not that I'm a person that says, hey, give me some grace, but I've just had a very kind of roller coaster couple of weeks, and it's been some good stress, a lot of bad stress, and it's just hey, it all just sort of manifested right there. But hey, life happens, and it stops for no one.
We swing for the fences, and we don't care where it lands. But I think, speaking of swinging for the fences, I believe Judge may have done something else.
High fly ball, deep left field. There it goes! See ya! Number 57. Aaron Judge, 4 away from Roger Maris.
Michael K on the yes call. Yeah, 4 away from Maris. And it's so interesting, how there are these parallel storylines, and we'll get to yours in a couple of minutes, but the Yankees, Yeah, they've won 7. They're 7-3 in their last 10. The best thing happened though Tuesday. The best possible thing happened, and that is the Rays and Blue Jays splitting a doubleheader. That's the best damn thing that could have happened because the Yankees won.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. No, absolutely.
You're good. And
overall, it was. I mean, it was a great weekend for the Yankees. I mean, right? I mean, all things, everything considered, yeah.
Took 2 out of 3 from Tampa. Josh Donaldson, he hit a home run the day after getting back from paternity leave. He had a daughter. Well, he and his wife did. So congratulations to the Donaldson family, the Trevino family, yes, Trevino, because there's Lou Trevino. This is Trevino, Jose. He and his family, they had another child, so congratulations to them. A lot of sex happening during the lockout, but hey, not much else happened. Not much else you could do.
Yeah, I guess if you do that math, you're right. Oh man.
Well,
hubba.
Yeah, hubba.
Congrats on the sex to all those guys.
Gotta absolutely. And, it'd be interesting. I might have you look this up, actually.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
How many MLB players have had kids over the past few weeks while the lockout was happening? That's a very interesting... I'm kind of fascinated by this now.
Let's see. There's players on having babies during COVID pandemic, but I don't think that's it.
Well,
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I think this is pretty. This might be too. I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to find that.
If Sports GPS is listening, I can all but guarantee he's going to figure out a way to get us a stat.
What a great thing to Google. But yeah, I mean, before we move on to the most pressing, because I think we both agree that it's the two most pressing divisions, at least lead wise. Just before we move on to the AL Central and then scoot over to the NL East. I want to ask you where would you put your 1 being least confident, 10 being most confident in Yankees with this division? I mean, I'm sure it might have waned in the last couple of weeks back and forth. 6 games, September 14th. How do you feel right now?
Honestly, I mean, six game lead, 20 games to go. Yeah, they've been playing well. But that also could turn. I'm going to say an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to say an 8. That feels pretty measured for me. So I give them an 8. It'd be beautiful, even though the Red Sox are out of it. There's just something about sweeping the Red Sox that is just so freaking beautiful.
I love that. And just,
in Fenway.
It makes it even sweeter. As a quick aside, I would probably, for myself and the Cardinals, I would say the same. I'm right about an 8 with the 7-game lead. Love the way they're playing, but you never really know. I mean, stranger things I feel like have happened. So until the magic number hits 0, it's
exactly. Well, hey, look at the 2007 Mets. They had a 7-game lead with 17 to play, and what did they do? They did the old-fashioned.
Absolutely.
So I don't have a toilet effect.
You can go. Oh yeah, that would have been great.
Crapper effect.
The 2011 Cardinals. I mean, they were on August 28th, down 10.5 in the wild card to the Braves, and the Braves blew that in a month. So you really lost it on the crazy last day of the season, game 162 in 2011. So you really don't know, and I won't be satisfied until that magic number hits 0. But Blaze,
we should touch on the wild card for a little bit, actually. Because it's cool to see, and bro, I love this. And we've got our takes on the rule changes. We'll get to those in a few minutes as well here on Swinging Blindly.
I was going to say, do you want to just do that at the end? We could do that at the end.
Well, here let's touch on and one of the great things, because I was looking at the wild card standings. Even though you and I we know who's got a shot, who doesn't, but if you just look at the standings and the elimination numbers, there are only 2 teams that have been eliminated, at least in the American League. Those being, 3 now. I believe it's 3 now. So you have Oakland. You have Oakland, Detroit, Kansas City. They're all eliminated. Everyone else, mathematically, emphasis on mathematically, because that's a little different than actuality, are still in it. And then you look at the National League. Washington, they've been eliminated. Pittsburgh's been eliminated. Is that
Cincinnati, I believe. Cincinnati. I think the Cubs too, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure the Cubs are.
Yeah, I mean that must.
They're 22. They're 22 games under 500. Yeah, because they stink. They stink. Bums.
And here we promised Elliott 10 minutes if he's listening. Since we didn't have time to get to him last week.
Our guy.
Because I outdrafted you in fantasy football.
Oh, we do. We have an update from Sports GPS. Our guy.
I knew
there are currently, according to the Google machine, 7 players that are expecting last month and next month. That's the time frame of the lockout.
Hey, only 7.
Damn.
Wow.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, well, evidently the others either couldn't make magic happen or were busy playing actual catch.
There you go. That's the limitations to the Google machine, maybe, according to... Hey, we appreciate it anyway. That our own personal fact checker there. Fact checker extraordinaire. I'm sure we'll hear from him soon.
Yeah, and we need to figure out something with him offline.
Yes, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
What's that going to be? Well, hey, you just have to stay tuned and follow Swinging Blindly on Facebook and Twitter. Well, Facebook Swinging Blindly Podcast, on Twitter at Swinging Blindly, and the Colorcast stream, as well as wherever you get your podcasts, because we will let you know. A little sneak peek action.
Little
maybe not my best phrasing
as business.
Maybe not my best phrasing,
No,
like a sneak peek action.
You've been towing the line there, friend.
Yeah, well, a little bit, but I mean, in terms of the wild cards, or should we just zip through the? Yeah, let's just zip through the divisions here. Then we'll get to the wild cards.
Yeah.
I mean, how about the Guardians, man? Because I'm gonna ask you this question: Is it because they played over their heads? Is it because the rest of the division sucks? Or C, is it a combination of both?
Well, I think it has to be said that White Sox very clearly a disappointment, regardless of what happens the rest of the year. And I think the same could be said for the Twins. I mean, 2 teams that spent a lot of money, made some big splashes. The White Sox, thank you for winning the Cardinals 2 World Series, but they have a senile manager who probably doesn't belong in today's game.
Well, Andy's got health issues, now with the pacemaker.
Yeah, senile. But no, I'm being a little harsh on Tony Russo. I mean,
a little douchey. I mean, La Russa deserves a lot of criticism.
A little douchey, yeah.
Senile, I wouldn't quite go there yet.
It's fine. I like a little douchey.
Yeah.
That's Tony La Russa, a little douchey. The Guardians, thank you for
that's fair.
But no, like you said, man, I think that you have to give credit where credit's due. They had a nice, I would say, team-friendly deal made with Jose Ramirez very early was that during the season or right before the season?
I think it was just before.
Let's see, I have it right here, September 1st. No, I don't know. But yeah, it was a significant 7 years, 141 million for a guy like Ramirez. I mean, significant.
7
hometown
years,
discount.
140. So that's
Yeah.
20 mil a year.
For a guy his talent, I mean, who knows what's going to happen down the road? I mean, he's on a very, very team friendly deal. So, I mean, they got that out of the way, and he's just been raking. And just in general, just a team rallying behind.
Tito
What's his
Francona.
nickname? Yeah, Tito. Thank you. I was going to say Terry, but I wanted to get the nickname. Yeah, I mean, it's been good to see. And honestly, Blaze, I think not only is it I think this is a great coaching job. This is a great coaching job. Yes, he had to take time away, but
that was last year. He's been healthy this whole season.
Has he been? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I remembered hearing that he at one point had something. But I guess that just the 2 years bleeding into each other.
Yeah,
but yeah, there you go.
I'm pretty sure he's been healthy all year.
Yeah. No, well, either way. I mean, either way, this is a team that clearly plays for their manager and is hungry. And it's good to see for a Cleveland baseball team. And
yeah,
I like you said, and you threw it to me, and my long-winded answer to your question is I think it is a little bit of both, probably leaning more towards you've got to give credit where credit is due with the Guardians. The other teams vastly disappointed, but I give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I mean, I would have said C, but that's just me.
It's usually a C. If you offer a C like that, it's usually a C.
Yeah, although the manager of the year in the American League is in the East. And that's
absolutely.
Brendan Hyde. That's no debate. No freaking debate at all. I mean, the West, the Astros have made that a short conversation. Who do you think? Okay, let's put this out there as a poll.
Ooh. Let's do it. Listeners?
Do the Mets or the Braves win the NL East?
Ooh. It's really hard to pick against the defending champions, please. Wow. Gun to my head, personally, I'm going to say the Mets squeak it out. Been the better team for the majority of the year. I think the injuries are going to be a concern. I think Max Scherzer's injury is a little bit more of a concern than fans might be letting on. But and the Braves are certainly hot right now, and Spencer Strider, potentially Rookie of the Year, probably going to be Rookie of the Year. Obviously, we talked Kyle, right? I mean, they've got dogs in their rotation.
Right. Does it sound like the one in the background?
Yeah, he's whining over here. I don't know.
So is this the pup? Because you're at a different house, and I don't want to say too much, but you're the dog that you and Anna are dog sitting for. It sounds like the pup thinks the Braves are going to win the division, which I tend to agree with the pup because I don't like where the arrow's pointing for the Mets. I love where it's pointing for the. Not that I love where it's pointing for the Braves because I really don't like the Braves, but I have to look at this objectively and say the arrows are pointing in opposite directions.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way.
You'd be right about that, and I'm just going to ride with. I mean, this is a shout out to any Met fan friends of mine that might be listening. And here we go. Sports GPS. According to the CBS Sports projections, the Mets have a 55.8% chance versus the Braves 44.2%. He always believes in the three absolutes in life. However, death, taxes, and the Mets metting. So Sports GPS. So Sports GPS and Peach Pirate both say Braves all day.
Yeah,
there you go.
I mean, hey, we're getting into percentage. Like,
he brought it back there. He brought it back there.
Yeah, for sure. And then you look at the wild card. I mean, hey, Toronto, Tampa Bay, they're getting in. Looks like Seattle's getting in as well in the AL.
Yeah, and breaking their drought.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I would say. I mean, I am rooting hard for the Orioles, though.
Yeah, it's it's a great story, but hey, the glass slipper just needs a little bit more polish, and they should be good next year.
I mean, what are they? Are there 5 games back? Yeah, about it looks like 5. They're 5 games back in the loss column for the 3rd spot. So
yeah, but look at how Seattle's been playing, though.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's not looking great. I mean the Orioles. I mean they play well at home. I don't know what their schedule looks like, but whereas the Mariners play well both at home and away. The splits for the Orioles are a little bit different, but I mean I think it's going to be the Mariners, but I'm rooting for the Orioles. That's all I'll say. I think it's going to be Blue Jays, Rays, Orioles. Would be my prediction.
So you're
Oh no, sorry, my bad. Blue Jays and Rays. Blue Jays,
Rays, Mariners. Yeah.
Mariners. Yes, sorry. Yeah.
And hey, if Seattle gets in, which it looks like they will, that's not a team to sleep on. Team to sleep on. That team is so. Because here's the thing: I look at Toronto and I look at Tampa. Tampa, their defense sucks. I cannot believe how bad Tampa's defense is. Toronto, I mean, that's more in the pitching. Seattle, they're balanced, bro. They are really well balanced. The Yankees, well, you never know. I will dare say Seattle's more balanced than the Yankees.
I would tend to agree with you. I mean, I think the Yankees are streaky, but when they're good, they're great. But I think when the Yankees are streaking on the other end, look out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's 2 things in the postseason: playing well at the right time, and balance tends to prevail. Does it not?
And just to that point, Blaze, we were talking about it, and another just reason why Aaron Judge is going to be the MVP. If you take him off that team, I don't know if they're making the playoffs. I really don't.
That's valid.
The way that they free fall, if they don't have a guy like Judge in the middle of that order, I don't know what they do.
They're definitely not winning the division if Aaron Judge is not on the Yankees.
And can I ask you? And I know we got a little rule changes, and then we'll open it up to the callers. But
and we've got we've got homers to play as well.
Oh yes, we do. Thank you for reminding me.
Less than 2 minutes.
Let me just ask you this, because we saw it. We saw the flip side where Stanton was hurt, and they fell off. And I mean, there's actual stats to back up what Stanton does for Judge when he's in the lineup. When it comes to the amount of fastballs that Judge sees and the amount of pitches that Judge sees, there's actual stats to back it up. The flip side, if you take Judge out of the lineup and you leave Stanton in there, is this team in first place?
No, not at all. Because Stanton, right now, I mean, all you have to do is throw Stanton breaking balls down and away.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. Throw a pitch down and away. He's not hitting it. Judge will lay off of that. Most of the time.
What they do to Judge, pitchers do to Judge when Stanton's not in the lineup is they don't throw him any fastballs in the zone, and all they do is throw him junk. And he's proven he can hit whatever, but he's obviously going to get more chances to hit home runs when he sees a fastball in the zone rather than breaking balls in the zone.
Right, and obviously we're talking about 57 home runs, but let's not overlook the 310 average either.
Yes. That honestly, when I forget who brought it up to me. Somebody brought up to me that he was, I think it might have been my brother, who brought up to me that Judge had an actual, like we said, puncher's chance, outside shot at the Triple Crown, and when you look it up, it's like, oh my goodness, this guy's hitting it's going to hit 60 home runs and is also hitting 300. It's a historical season, and it shouldn't be looked at. I mean, there's a couple of those going on in this season, and it's been awesome. Yeah,
I mean, does it look pretty chalk? I mean, because the other divisional stuff we've gone over.
Oh no!
In the National League, it looks pretty secure for those wild card teams. Maybe you'll see some different positioning, because it's either going to be Mets, Braves winning the division. Mm-hmm. Phillies are getting a wild card. Looks like not so Slam Diego's going to get a wild card because the Giants are terrible. And beyond that, did you see? Because I read a story in The Athletic today. that a pitcher, what's his name? Zach Littell, I think his name is, from the Giants. He was optioned to AAA after getting into it with Gabe Kapler.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, evidently Littell was all pissed off because Kapler came out to get him after he loaded the bases, a couple runs scored. Matt Olson hit a fly ball to left, and then Kapler came out and got him, and evidently there's a little beef, and not exactly the kind that was for dinner. And Littell was optioned to AAA, and you look at it, and the guy has an ERA of over 5. What the hell's he doing in the big leagues anyhow right now?
I mean, talk about a disappointing team. We talked about the AL Central, but the Giants, one of if not the most disappointing team, I'd say, of the season. And they're at this point, yeah. I mean, like you said, it's really a 4-team race for 3 spots. I would say the Padres, Phillies, I guess the loser of Braves and Mets, and then the Brewers. So that's it. That's really it. Marlins, Nationals done. Cubs, Reds, Pirates, we've established done.
Yep.
And Diamondbacks. I don't know if the Giants are technically, mathematically, but Diamondbacks and Rockies
they've
for sure.
Giants have no shot.
No, absolutely not. They've given up. Similarly to the Brewers when they traded Josh Hader. I mean, they've been playing the card pretty hard this series, but I mean, I don't expect, even if they sweep, there would only be 6 games back, and the Cardinals have they do have 3 against the Dodgers and 3 against the Padres, but they also have Pirates and Nationals to end the season, I believe, as well. So including 7 straight against the Pirates to end the season. So
right, but the weird thing about playing bad teams at the end of the season, is they know they're suck. They've got nothing to play for. There's no pressure.
Well, and to that point, I will say too, especially divisional rivalries, they tend to play harder. But yeah, I mean, I think we basically covered it there, man. I think we have the playoff picture in view. We know what teams to be looking at, and we'll see what teams could play spoiler. And speaking of the Cardinals,
give it to me.
And hey, it's Hammer and Albert.
Albert down the left field line. Stay fair. It is gone. Home run number 696. He's tied the game. And he's now tied for 4th place on the all-time home run list in Major League history. 696 home runs.
I mean, how about that, my guy?
Blaze, I'm gonna cry. It's incredible. Selfishly, I'm hoping he holds on to hit 700. I mean, if he even gets it, I'm selfishly hoping he's at 699 when me and Anna are back in St. Louis. But
because
he tied your boy there.
Yeah,
a couple weeks. Yeah, tied your boy.
Yes, he did, and then
the 2-0 pitch here for Albert Pujols. DeYoung deals. Pujols swings and lifts a high fly ball. That's it deep. Center field. It might go. It's a gunner. It's a gunner for Pujols. He gives the Cardinals the lead in the 9th inning with home run 697, all alone in 4th place in Major League Baseball history.
Albert rises to the occasion again. Straightaway center field here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That was KMOX, John Rooney, Ricky Horton on the call, and then 696 was Danny Mac. You know, and I love
John Rooney is a legend. Legend.
Yes, I think now something tells me this, PJ, and I could be totally off on this. What I love about the radio, and John Rooney and Dan McLaughlin, they both do that 696. They say the digits individually. I mean, one would think that I would guess that that's something Dan McLaughlin took a page out of Rooney's book, because Rooney's been around longer.
Oh, absolutely.
That is so cool, isn't it?
And you know what's cool too is both of, like Danny Mac is always like retweeting and shouting out John Rooney's calls. Like you could tell that there's just a respect there, and yeah, like you said, I didn't even realize that until you said it. You could tell it's a guy who, is Danny Mac. I would say is probably right now the most recognizable Cardinals voice, but man. I try to listen to, especially with Pujols home runs this year. I've been trying to make sure I listen to the Rooney call because that's just magical, man. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, and you don't get that with. I mean, Sterling doesn't have social media. I give him a pass, but you don't hear Michael Kay, or I don't think you see Michael Kay tweeting John Sterling calls.
Yeah. By the way, I just wanted to say because again, marvelous job by you to gather that audio. I was just moved to tears by the Pujols one, but I meant to say with the Michael K. I love the see ya. I mean, that's so good. But yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean,
it's classic.
You're not seeing them. I don't even know if they like when they did I forget what it was, but they were like on stage. Was it for Mariano or Jeter or something?
Jeter Friday. This past Friday.
And Old Timers Day. They like took turns introducing the guys. That like they don't even look like they like each other. Michael K is a weirdo though. So
see that I don't know. I've heard both of them can be a little
ornery. Yeah.
Ornery, yeah, that's a good word for it. But they used to work together. Back in the. And you probably know this better than I do, truthfully, because you've always lived closer to New York City than me.
Yeah.
John and Kay, Sterling and Kay, they did radio together. In the early 90s.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they reunited. Oh yeah, they reunited last year. Yeah, they I believe that was best broadcasting duo ever to speak to baseball fans. Oh, there you go. Look at this. Michael K. He has at least has wished John Sterling happy birthday on Twitter. So there you go.
I mean, I think there's, and one would think, and I do think it's cool that the Yankees allow both Kay and Sterling to co-MC ceremonies. The Mets don't do that. They let Howie Rose, the long-time play-by-play guy, handle all that. And hey, I love Howie. Howie's a terrific broadcaster. Gary Cohen's no slouch either. I feel that Gary should get a little bit more play in that stuff. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Anywho. Oh, you made me cry.
Well,
that was good. John Rooney
three away from, so we've got these parallel chases going on. Pujols 3 away from 700. Judge 5 away from breaking Maris's record of 62. And if either of those happen, you will hear their at-bats. You will hear the radio call because it's audio. You will hear the radio call of their at-bats.
Let's go.
Here on the Swinging Blindly podcast. If either of those things happen, and if both of them happen, guess what, PJ Geary?
What's that, Blaze?
What do you think? Do you think we give them both radio? We give them both the radio calls.
I was going to say, it'd be very evil of you to just say, well, if they both do it, then you're not going to hear nothing.
Well, oh, well, just all what I would do is just the swing of the bat, and that's all you'd hear. No, I'm kidding.
The crack of the bat and then audio over.
I mean, hey, it's been kind of a historic year, and we forget that Miguel Cabrera got his 3,000th hit earlier in the year because the Tigers are so friggin' dreadful.
I absolutely forgot about that.
Yeah, see, that's
thank you
the
for
point.
reminding me.
And we played that at bat with
One of-
Dan Dickerson, Jim Price on that radio call.
One of the best players that we've both ever had the privilege to watch,
And the second best, no,
second best right-handed hitter. Thank you.
I guess right. Bonds was the lefty. Yeah, second best right-handed hitter we've ever seen.
And who's number one?
Who's number one?
The 2-0 pitch here for Albert Pujols.
That's who.
That was really good. Oh, all right, man.
By the way, I need to make a drop next week. So all I'm going to say about this is next week I'm going to have a legendary drop.
Well, color me excited. That's yeah. Let's go.
And the only hint I'm going to provide about this drop.
Jimmy Yacobonis.
No.
Damn.
The drop.
Shout out that guy.
The drop has to do with a bird. That's the only hint.
Oh, I don't even know. I have no guesses. So, Jimmy Yacobonis was an Oriole, so it could still be him.
Maybe.
Or is an Oriole. I don't know if he's still an Oriole.
I
I like that guy.
I don't believe he's on the Orioles.
Yeah, actually, I think I remember because he had a decent stretch of games. I almost texted you like, "Yo," I might have actually texted you. I forget.
I believe
He's
he
a
did.
Marlin.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a Ray. He's a Ray.
Oh, he's with the Rays now?
Yeah.
Is he on their major league
1-1?
roster?
I don't think so. I mean, looking at his his stats, probably not. No, he's in the minors.
What are his stats?
That
doesn't sound good.
I don't want to do our boy bad right now.
You're not doing the boy bad. You're not doing our boy bad. It's the stats don't lie, like Shakira's hips.
No, fair. There you go. Brett will like that one. 13 games, 1-1, 7.62 ERA, 19 strikeouts, almost a 2 whip.
And how many walks?
13 innings.
13 innings, 19 strikeouts, ERA of 7.
Man,
1-1.
That's a real bummer. 7 walks in 19 innings.
I mean, that's
13 innings. Sorry, 13
I hate
innings.
to. It was seven walks, bro. Jimmy. The plate is the microphone. Not here. Whoa, not down here. No. Whoa. Oh my God. Wow.
I don't appreciate this Yaka slander over here.
Yeah. Yaka slander. Well, maybe something that might help pitchers are the rule changes that we've got to get into here.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's try and breeze through. I'll list them off, and then hopefully we can get a couple calls, and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
I did have it. Jesus, what did I do with them? I literally have. Oh, here it is. Okay. We have the passes significant rule change, including the pitch clock, banning defensive shifts, and the large bases. So, trying to see if I can
It's a
find the
20-second
actual
pitch
list.
clock.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if. Yep. And then they also pick-offs and step-offs reset the pitch clock, and the rules will limit pitchers to 2 for each plate appearance, both pick-offs and step-offs.
Right.
The number would if the runner advances, the number would reset. A pitcher can make a third pickoff attempt, but if it's unsuccessful, it will be a balk. For the shift, two infielders will be required to be on either side of second base and have to be on the dirt. All 4 infielders need to be on the dirt. The days of the 4 outfielder setup will be over. And then for the pitch clock, and then they are banning they are enlarging the bases to, I don't know the exact, I think it's like 4 inches, something like that, 6 inches maybe.
Bigger bags.
I mean, which is supposed to be for safety and also increase stolen bases, which is the same thing with both the pitch clock and the pickoff rules. Is supposed to increase stolen bases and shorten the time. Minor league games this season have consistently clocked in at under 2.5 hours, which is, I believe, 20 plus minutes under the major league average for this year. So
bigger bags for the balls to be handled.
Whoa. Blaze is on one today. Brett even said so. Brett said that Blaze is on another level tonight. So there you go.
Thank you, Bretty boy. I appreciate that.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about it other than, honestly, Blaze, like the shift, I'm indifferent about it. I honestly have gotten so used to it at this point, and I've always been of the belief, and I think a lot of people are, like, if there's nobody at third base and you, like, just lay a bunt down. Like, I've always, like, that's always been in my head. I understand that's not how the game works, like, in today's day and age, but, I mean, the guy, Pete Rose would have hit 5,000. If there was nobody at third base, Pete Rose would have had, like, 5,000, 6,000 hits.
They wouldn't be able to kick him out of baseball because he'd still be hitting. I mean,
yeah, he'd still be playing, yeah.
My gosh.
So I'm indifferent about that, but I know the bigger bags is, like, confusing to people, but I think the safety aspect is good because it's more room for a foot, so less guys getting their footsteps on. I mean, just right there, and I'm all for stolen bases. I love that. I think it's an art in baseball that has gone the wayside and kind of been brought back a little bit more in recent years, but we're not seeing guys steal 60 bases, and I would love to see guys steal 60 bases because it's exciting. And then the pitch clock, I'm all for whatever it takes to get these games shorter. It's weird because, like, when you're at the game, you don't want them to be short, but when you're watching or listening, you prefer them to be sped up. So, I mean, that's just really my blanket thoughts on the whole thing. I'm interested to see what you say.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll start with the shifts. I love it because I think it's just stupid that you have infielders playing shallow right field to get a left-handed hitter out. It's just, I mean, the guy hit the ball where someone's not supposed to be. You should be rewarded for that. The offense in baseball is down, especially the averages. Something needed to change there, and I'm glad that did. The 20-second pitch clock is my favorite. I freaking love that because it shouldn't, and honestly, this benefits not just the pitcher, the catcher. This benefits the infield. How often, dude, have we seen these infielders that are doing stretches, jumping jacks, other exercises, whatnot, picking their nose, whatnot, because the pitcher is taking so long. And the throws over to first and the pickoffs, oh, bro, this is a very close second because you see it all the time, and it slows down the pace. If a game is 4.5 hours long, but it has a good pace, I'm all for it. But if it's 3.5, 4.5 hours long, and it's just being dragged on, then no, it doesn't work. And let's face it, baseball is in a save or sink mode right now, and they needed to make these changes. And I also think that the bigger bags, as I was just doing that with my voice just to be me. In all seriousness, I think that's a very good thing. I think it makes it easier for an umpire to make a call because you cannot have, in my opinion, even though you want these robot umpires, I don't think you can have a robot umpire at a base. I think there's something to be said for that human element there. I think these are really, really good moves, and hey, painful to do, but we gotta give the Manfred man some credit. Now, just get rid of this dumb friggin' runner on second rule in extra innings.
I hope that's next. And just again, just to what you said, just to add on really quick, I have to give credit to him for I, as an NL fan, was always didn't love the idea of the DH coming to the NL. But if I'm being completely honest with you and the listeners, I love it. And it should have been done a long time ago. There's no reason why that should have ever been a different rule for 2 leagues other than old heads not wanting to make changes. And this is now changes being made, and I think that's a step in the right direction. And before you say anything, I just want to say GPS, our guy, it is 15 by 15 bases going to 18 by 18. So shockingly bigger, he says.
Bigger bags, much bigger bags.
Oh,
For the balls to be handled.
Oh my goodness. We should welcome on a guest or two before you do something stupid.
You mean something more stupid?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, here, let's bring him on. I mean, and what would you do? I mean, because they didn't. I mean, the one thing I wanted them to address was the runner on second during extra innings. Would you either just have no one at all, or would you have a runner on at first?
I mean, as much of a purist as I can be, now that I'm an NL fan who likes the DH, I would say nobody. I mean, I know they do it. In the playoffs they don't use it.
Right.
I would just say no, nobody. I think you got to earn that run. I mean that's as plain and as simple as I can put it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it would be cool to see at least.
It was a good experiment.
Let's have an experiment though. I would love to see though a runner. You start with a man at first because that either ignites or kills an inning.
Yeah. Well,
there's no in between.
With the addition of these new rules with the pickoffs and step-offs, then there you go. I mean, there's already a game of chess right away. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I'm with you that I don't want anyone on, but hey, let's play with it. We're playing with everything else, bigger bags. Why not give this a shot?
GPS agrees with you. Runner on first makes the most sense. So, do we want to? So it's 7:28. Do we want to do?
Let's
GPS on for what do we want to do? 1, 2 guests. We have currently in the chat. We have Peach Pirate, Brett, and Sports GPS.
Okay. So let's since we had. Let's do Peach Pirate first because he wasn't on a couple of weeks ago. Bretty Boy and GPS were. So if you want to come on, Peach Pirate,
would you like to come on? I'm going to say in the chat.
We'll let you lead off if you want to.
Oh, for 5 minutes we'll do?
Sure. Yep.
All right, I'll invite to the hot seat for 5 minutes. We'll give him a minute. He might be away from from his phone. I know him and Bretty Boy. Oh nope. So he said, "Sorry, fellas, not tonight."
Okay.
But he is supporting, and we love Peach Pirate and Bretty Boy because I know Brett already said he won't be calling in. So.
All right. Well, then that leaves.
Should we just throw GPS for 10 minutes and we'll call it a show?
Yeah, that leaves our Philly fanatic. It does. Yeah.
Let's do it. Shout out to everybody who listens. We really do appreciate it. Whether you listen here or on afterwards on podcast version or both. If you do both, then we love you double. So, and Blaze will play with your bags and your balls. So, there you go.
Only if they're bigger.
Only if they're big. As promised on this show, Blaze will play with your bags and your balls if you listen to both this and the podcast version. Oh, it's been a good episode, my friend. All righty.
And we've got
our guy.
If I knew that was an option, Blaze, I wouldn't have gotten married.
How do you know my hands aren't calloused?
Oh, boy. Wet and wild. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna. I opened up a can of words. I immediately.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Let me kind of go over some of the stuff of the episode. Great job, guys. I do want to talk about the Cy Young. I put in the chat, and
I wanted to let you say it to Blaze. Yep. Let you say it to Blaze. Yep.
Let me tell you one thing and one thing only. Anybody that thinks Sandy Alcantara doesn't win the NL Cy Young is absolutely ludicrous and nuts. Okay, his WAR is 6.9. The next closest in the NL is Max Fried at 5.5. He's only losing to Urias in ERA by .13. He has the most innings by a mile. He has 200 innings pitched this year, 203.2 to be exact.
In the majors,
the next closest
right?
is Michaelis.
Yeah. GPS, I gotta come clean on this. All right, I talked about bigger bags, and now I just said come clean. I'm not winning tonight.
No,
I'm like the Lions. I'm losing close.
Right.
Yikes. Big time.
But what I mean by that is, admittedly, I kind of was just like, okay, he's not making the playoffs, whatever, and that was not fair for me to do. I admit that.
Well, and I also want to just again, I literally was reading just to be out of fairness because I did say what I said, and I will stand by what I said. Do I think he should? Probably. Has he been the best pitcher? Probably. And with stats, probably does back that up. But I don't think Alcantara wins the Cy Young. And I will say a part of this is a little salty that he's not a Cardinal as he was, but I just think a lot
Can't
goes into it.
fault him for that though. He was traded.
Right.
I think a lot goes into it, and honestly, call me crazy, but these voters, I think, still really, really go off of one particular stat that they probably shouldn't anymore, and that is the W. And when you have Gonsolin at 16-1, 2.1 versus Alcantara 12-8, 2.43, I think those two numbers in the voters' minds might be what loses Alcantara the Cy Young.
And I'll give you that, but the man's got 12 wins for a team that's going to lose 90.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
he's the only thing worth watching on that team.
Right.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. It's one of the most outdated stats in baseball, I'd say.
In actually a really fun stat, I saw this last night on the game. Sandy lost to the Phillies last night for the 6th time this year. In his starts, the Phillies beat him 6 times. They face it. He hasn't taken a loss in all of them.
Okay.
But he has given up 10 runs in the 7th inning or later this year, 9 of which have been at the hand of the Phillies. The only other one was to the New York Mets.
Wow.
Well, see, that to me, if I'm going to play devil's advocate, says all he can do is go 7 innings.
Well, I'm saying 7 innings or plus, so it would be 6 or less. He's given up 10. But, I mean, that's insane, the fact that he's only given up 10 runs in the 7th inning or later all year, and all of which have been to his own division. So
he is the only one on this list of Cy Young guys that I talked about that has a shutout too, by the way.
Right. Vlad Jr., I don't know if you just saw this. He hit his 100th career homer just seconds ago. He's the youngest in Blue Jays history to reach that mark at 23 years and 182 days old.
Wow. How about that?
We talked about it. I mean, we could talk about it on air, but we have to find a role. And I know I've talked a little bit with you on Twitter, my guy, but
you're right.
And my apologies for being flaky on that. But we got to find a segment or a weekly stint for Sports GPS because we really do appreciate all your not only listening but really coming with like good stats that just adds to the conversation.
I'll take it a step. Yeah, I'll take it a step further. We'll inside baseball here. I think it would be cool to have you straight up as a playoff co-host with us. For as long as because I know you've got a young kid and whatnot.
Right.
So when you're available to be, how about and I think this is something that we should do, PJ. Our best caller throughout the season, and this is no slight on anyone. This Sports GPS, you are a giant amongst men with your calls this year, and I think you should be rewarded for having a co-host spot with us, which means now you get to really see the inner workings of our prep.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Find out where the bags and the balls are made.
Yeah,
right.
So
where the 18 by 18 inch bags and balls are made, not the 15 by 15.
Exactly.
That is when you said that is significantly bigger.
It is 99 square inches bigger.
That's
You're going
crazy.
from 225 square inches to 324.
Ooh.
As
Jesus.
a math guy, that
Please.
is
Shut
easy.
up.
Easy math.
You know that's
Yeah.
almost as big as Brian Dayball's. Going for the
Oh, my
2-point
goodness.
conversion. Almost
Dude,
as
this
big.
is- I
Almost
thought
as
this was a
big.
baseball podcast, you jerk.
I
It's a
know,
baseball podcast, but I'm going to sit here and say that the kick instead of letting Russell Wilson go for on 4th and 5 was also
Egregious.
Yeah.
Egregious.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean,
I do
what
want
else?
to.
Yeah, what else you
throw
got,
out
Sports
an
Chief?
interesting stat here.
Let's
We
hear it.
talk about Albert Pujols being one of the most prolific right-handed bats ever. A very
The-
interesting stat that he has. He has the most career GDPs ever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, when I
He
hear
has
when I
425
Oh,
grounded
Blaze.
into double plays.
okay, because when I hear GDP, I go to gross domestic product.
Right,
Sorry.
As an NBA holder, I go to the same spot. But considering it was a baseball podcast, I figured that would transcend the normal there of gross domestic product. But yeah, he has 425. Just to put it in perspective, Alex Rodriguez, who played the same amount of seasons as him, has 261.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah. I mean,
here's the thing though. He's
the
He
man
also
was
has
never
half the strikeouts. So
correct.
over 270 home runs hit more than GDPs.
right, and I'm not going to sit here and say that's different, but it's just a fun stat. You have
It is.
Alex
It
Rodriguez
is.
has 261 versus Albert Pujols is 425, and it is the most. It's the all-time career record. It is the most grounded into double plays of any player in Major League history.
Yeah, I mean, it'd
Can
be
I-
interesting
can
to
I
see
s-
though. Wait, before you do, how many bases has A-Rod stolen compared to Pujols?
Well, that's
Can
a
I-
very interesting question.
Can I also
Go
I'll
ahead,
see
yeah.
that stat. I'll see that stat and raise you. Albert Pujols currently has 4 more extra base hits career than he does strikeouts. 1,397 extra base hits, 1,393 strikeouts. So I'll take the
That's well done.
The double
No,
play.
and like I said, I laughed. I just laughed when I saw the stat. I pulled up Baseball Reference,
oh yeah,
and
he was a
I saw
monster
it,
at that.
and
Monster.
I saw that it's highlighted in yellow, and I was like, "What does highlighted in yellow mean?" Pray tell, Baseball Reference, and it says down here in the bottom, gold career totals indicate an all-time career record. So
Love
he
it.
has the most grounded into double.
425. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, I you know what? Just looking because you got me looking at Poole stats. He was very far away from a 300 average. He was throughout his main run with the Cardinals, never hit under 300. He's creeping right back, 296. The man could end up with a 300. I mean, I don't know if he'll get there, but
He missed being home.
I mean, it's honest. Yeah, absolutely. And he's creeping up on the second all-time RBIs with the Ruths and the Aarons of the world. But yeah, I mean,
one more RBI to hit 2,200.
Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, yeah, as a Cardinal, I mean, watching him for those years, I mean, yeah, machine. He was a machine at grounding and double plays. Absolutely, very clearly as indicated. Yeah, but I mean, you got 20 more seconds, GPS. Sorry that we didn't get you on earlier.
No, you're good. It's all good. But yeah, you were talking about the Giants as well. They have an 11 magic number, which means 11 losses or San Diego wins essentially leaves them out of playoff contention. So,
As always,
Great
we love
stuff, GPS.
And yeah, like we said, I mean, breaking news that Blaze just broke. We will be having GPS as our co-host come playoff time, and leading up to that, as long as he's sitting there in the chat, he will obviously be a staple. And I think we should continue to give him like 10 minutes. That I'm good with that.
Yeah, I think it's a fair. Like, we never talked about this.
Yeah.
See, this is one of the reasons why I love doing shows with you, my guys. With us, things just happen organically.
They're fluid, and
Yeah.
we're usually on the same page, so it works out.
Yeah,
I think we both. I mean, and again, like you said, not a slight to the Peach Pirate, not a slight to Brethy Boy or anybody who's ever called, but we that when we want them to keep calling, and they'll get their time, as in due time, as they say. But GPS
Right.
has proven to be a real asset to the show, and we're gonna exploit that,
Right.
and you're gonna play with his bags and balls.
Yeah, well, hey, I don't know. There may be some Philly tasty kicks. That's all I'm
Oh.
saying. That's all
Oh,
I'm
boy.
saying. That's. Or,
You've been on one tonight. You need to take a nap.
dude, I have been. I gotta admit, I have been so. I've been wound very tight here the past, couple of weeks. Just not having all my technology. We were, dealing with some stuff here at the house. I'm changing jobs again for the second time in 3 months. Not because I
Did
was.
you put that on Facebook? Yeah. You did put that
not
on.
yet. No.
Oh, okay. No.
No.
But you left the other job though.
Well, I'm.
That was on Facebook, right? Something happened that I saw the other day. A little bit ago.
Well,
Yeah, we don't have to get into it.
right. Well, I've accepted a new job. I tried a sales career, and it just, I couldn't get. Thank you very much. Just couldn't get comfortable with it. So, really happy to be taking more of a communications position. So more in my wheelhouse, and that'll allow me to, help you with the social stuff and whatnot on our show.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Looking forward to that in a couple of weeks. So yeah, it's just been a lot, and
Let your hair down, Blaze.
Yeah, and so this show is much like my blind bowling league that I do every Tuesday nights. Yes, blind bowling is a thing. These things, these outlets. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, they allow me to kind of let my guard down and just be. A little bit more loose. Oh my God, I can't win with this.
Yeah, we just have to go. We have to go. Blaze with his hair down is just a different animal. So,
although I do need to get it cut, it's getting very froey.
Oh, same. I've been playing with this entire time. My hair is so long.
How long? Because I think you're
my
able.
bangs
are you able to see my hair here in the Zoom video?
If you got to go down a little bit. Your forehead is a little cut off. Oh yeah, you got a nice little head of hair there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
we gotta get it taken care of.
Yeah, I had to duck my head because my computer's just not as high up.
You've been in and out.
I could.
Yeah.
I could. Will my chair lower? There
you
we go.
are.
There we go.
Yeah. As we speak to the people who can't see either way.
Well, it does make a difference because now I'm sounding off mic because the chair was all the way down there. Now I've got it back up to the microphone. Radio's theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sorority Blaze.
This is
in all of his glory.
This is down the dugout steps and into the tunnel.
Oh my goodness!
This is Clubhouse Blaze. Wow. Yeah, but in all seriousness, back to the playoff. I mean, here's the thing: if someone else, next year, or after the playoffs, or next year, I mean, that could be another person because I think it's cool because hey, you don't get paid to be on this show. We don't get paid to do this show, at least yet. Maybe that'll happen in due time.
You never know.
And I think it's important. And I know you do too. We think it's important. There we go. Sound like a political jackass. I know you live in the near the capital of New York State, Blaze, but don't sound like a political jackass like everyone else does around here.
Blaze on one.
Oh my God, I'm going to hell. That it's important to reward the time of volunteers. You don't have to call in anymore, and I think it's a cool thing to do. If we think it's a cool thing to do,
and we love you if you do. And I really quick, first of all, CPS says stay away from my tasty cakes, or I think that's what he said. Stay away from my tasty cakes. He said easy on my tasty cakes, and then he just wanted to share his 10 leg parlay as we sign off.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
He had Philly to win, Houston to win, Atlanta. All of these did win, by the way. Philly, Houston, Atlanta, Baltimore, Minnesota, Texas, Chicago White Sox, Dodgers, and Cleveland.
Wow.
All won, and his 10th leg to win at least he says $200 lost. His last leg to win was the Mets, who lost to the Cubs because they are Metting. I was quoted by our soon-to-be co-host, Sports GPS. And that is a bummer, but you know what? At least he got to call in and be a part of this Swing by the podcast, because just like he did on that podcast, or on that Parlay Blaze, he swung for the fences. And he might have cared a little bit.
He mashed.
Didn't go over. Yeah.
He mashed. I've whiffed.
Well, he was one off, but you know, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
I would say 9 out of 10, though. I'm not a betting person, so maybe I'm not the best person to say this. 9 out of 10 on a parlay? That's mashing. That's mashing.
Yeah,
that's freaking incredible.
It'd be heartbreaking, but I'd be like, damn, that was still really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't feel that way, but
yeah.
we love you.
Well, hey, I mean, the $200 loss, that's a big one.
He said he hit a fly ball to the warning track, and that's what we do a lot of the time here on this.
And GPS, you know who caught the fly ball? I'm going to tell you who caught the fly ball. Andy Chavez.
All right, sign off, you wild man.
My guy, what a show! What a show!
Good show.
Wow. Thanks for thanks for entertaining me. My goodness.
What do you mean? You entertained yourself the whole time.
Well, I always entertain myself, or at least I try to.
I was just merely sitting here.
Well, you were laughing and playing along with it.
I laughed and I cried this episode, so there you go.
You did. You emotional sap you. All right, doubleheader podcast drop tomorrow. Well, that's Thursday.
Yes.
So if you're hearing this, yeah. So Thursday, double pod drop. That's our equivalent of a doubleheader. Double pod drop. Swinging Blindly podcast. He's PJ Geary. I'm Blaze Bryant. Facebook.com/Swinging Blindly podcast, and Twitter at Swinging Blindly, streaming live in the Colorcast Apple app. My guy, any final words from you?
Good night, Chicago. You sack of bums. All of you. That's what I have to say.
I don't know why I'm finding this so damn funny.
It's just how I feel. Good night, Chicago. I hate all of you.
That's... Well, although have you ever been to Chicago though?
No, and I hope never to be.
Dude, it's actually
disgusting city.
It's actually a really cool city. I've been there twice. I've been there twice. They're not all bums.
I'll punch a Chicago Cubs fan right in the nose. I'll give him a nice Charlie horse. Maybe not punch him in the nose. I'll give him a nice Charlie horse. It's just how I feel. You asked me to sign off.
Well, and here's what I. So in the spirit of that, Mets beat the Cubs because they really suck this year, and play some competitive baseball here, which you haven't really done too much of lately. And as always, don't be afraid to swing for the fences. Unless you're in Chicago, because in PJ's eyes, you'll strike out. And again, outside of Chicago, don't give a damn where the ball lands. And that is what you said, right?
Absolutely. And it will be caught by Andy Chavez at the warning track. And just a quick aside from my note, just a real sign-off, including Sports GPS. He said you would do that to Steve Bartman, and I said no. I'd kiss him right on the mouth.
Why would you kiss Steve Bartman right on the mouth?
He screwed the Cubs out of that 06 or whatever year that
was. 03.
03. Yep, 03. Yep.
03. I will never forget being like 11 years old, sitting in my bedroom and listening to that play out on ESPN
Moises
radio.
Alou.
Right, Moises Alou. Yeah. Although, I mean, not to be like ifs and buts or candy and nuts, but who knows? I mean, who knows how that
He
would have
doesn't catch that ball anyway. There's no way he catches that ball anyway. So
that's
you
true.
Scumbag Cub fans, go back and watch the tape. Good night, Chicago. You go to bed because you're just as crazy as you're just as. You go to bed. Go to bed, Chicago. Good night. We put you to bed.
All right, bedtime. Swinging blindly until next week. Wake me up when September. Well, no, not. Well, yeah. Wake me up when it's September 21st.
I love you. I'll kiss all of you on the mouth if you're listening.
Make sure you trim your mustache. Looking a little.
Yeah, I do have to do that.
Yeah,
I do have to do that. Yeah.
All right, one serious final sign off. Wow, what a dude! This show's gonna go down in some book. I don't know what. Facebook.com/Swinging Blindly Podcast, on Twitter @Swinging Blindly, streaming live on the Colorcast Apple app. Don't be afraid to swing for the fences, because we don't give a damn where it lands.